Before there was a country called Canada, there were thriving nations. Indigenous peoples lived across this land for thousands of years, with rich cultures, trade networks, and deep traditions. But over the next 5 centuries, explorers, empires, and new settlers would reshape this land into the Canada we know today. Long before European contact, First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples thrived here. They built trade routes, governed their communities, and forged alliances that would last generations. Their connection to the land runs deep, and it remains at the heart of Canada's identity today. In the 1500s, European explorers arrived. John Cabot landed on the Atlantic coast in 1497, setting off a wave of change. By 1608, Samuel de Champlain had founded Quebec City, creating the colony of New France. For more than a century, French settlers and their Indigenous allies dominated the fur trade, building new communities and cultures along the St. Lawrence. But after years of conflict, Britain claimed the territory in 1763, shifting the balance of power and setting the stage for a new era. After Britain took control, waves of loyalists and new settlers arrived, bringing their own dreams and traditions. The colonies of Upper and Lower Canada grew quickly, but tensions simmered. Rebellions in 1837 pushed Britain to rethink its approach, leading to the uniting of these colonies and paving the way for something new: Confederation. On July 1, 1867, Canada was born as a dominion within the British Empire. Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick became the first provinces, and the Maple Leaf journey officially began. Over the next decades, Canada expanded westward. Manitoba, British Columbia, Prince Edward Island, Alberta, and Saskatchewan all joined Confederation. The Canadian Pacific Railway, finished in 1885, stitched the country together from coast to coast. But this period wasn't easy. Indigenous peoples faced displacement from their lands, and conflicts like the Northwest Resistance tested the country's growing pains. In the 20th century, Canada began to stand on its own. Canadian soldiers fought bravely in 2 world wars, and in 1931, the Statute of Westminster gave Canada legal independence from Britain. By 1982, Canada fully controlled its own constitution, including the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, a promise of democracy and equality for everyone. Today, Canada is a diverse, bilingual, and multicultural nation. It's the second largest country in the world, with an identity shaped by its Indigenous roots, French and British heritage, and the countless cultures that now call it home. This is the story of Canada, a country still writing its own history,